You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go.
Great rebound. Alleged $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized.
Welcome back to NBA Showdown, where we bring you the latest controversies, heated debates, and breaking stories from the basketball world. Today, we dive into Angel Reese's shocking comments about going on strike due to WNBA salaries. Is she making a valid point, or is she completely out of touch with reality? Stay tuned as we break down every angle of this debate. And if you love NBA and WNBA drama, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's get into it. On the PBD podcast, Adam Sosnick reveals that Angel Reese believes WNBA players should strike for better salaries and benefits. While the idea of fighting for fair pay is understandable, Sosnick and others argue that the league isn't financially strong enough to support these demands. He even states that all WNBA players should be thankful Caitlin Clark is in the league because she is one of the few players drawing attention and revenue. The harsh reality is that the WNBA has struggled with profitability for years, relying on external funding and NBA subsidies. Reese's push for a strike may highlight an important issue, but without a stronger financial foundation, her demands seem unrealistic. Instead of pushing for an immediate pay raise, some argue that WNBA players should focus on increasing the league's revenue and viewership before expecting major salary adjustments.
Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this: every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's...
Patrick Bet David doesn't hold back on his opinion of Angel Reese, stating that watching her miss shots is entertaining. He goes so far as to call her one of the worst shooters he has ever seen. This raises a major question. Should someone with a questionable skill set be demanding higher pay? In professional sports, salaries are often tied to performance, and Reese's shooting struggles make it difficult for her to justify her stance. While she brings personality and attention to the league, critics argue that she hasn't proven herself as an elite player deserving of significantly higher pay. Instead of focusing on salary disputes, Reese might benefit from refining her game and proving that she is worth the investment. After all, in the world of sports, talent and results often speak louder than words.
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go.
Great rebound.
During her own podcast, a guest advises Angel Reese to work on her layups, emphasizing a major weakness in her game. The response from the public is brutal, with many mocking the idea of Reese improving, comparing it to teaching an old dog new tricks. This backlash highlights the divide between her self-perception and how fans and analysts view her. While Reese is pushing for financial change, her critics argue that she should focus on proving herself as a top-tier player before making bold demands. If she continues to struggle with fundamental aspects of the game, it will be difficult for her to gain the leverage needed to push for higher salaries. Instead of fueling debates about WNBA pay, she should take this as motivation to silence doubters and elevate her game to an undeniable level.
Here, go for it.
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
Layups? Bang! What do you mean? She's our double-double queen! Bang! What they say, if it's broke, don't fix it! Bang! Teaching Angel Reese to make a layup is like teaching an old dog a new trick. It ain't gonna work! Bang!
Hey, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you?
Have the Angel Reese McBang!
Angel Reese took to Instagram Live to boldly declare that the WNBA doesn't pay her bills, downplaying the fact that she earns a $74,000 rookie salary. While it's true that this amount pales in comparison to NBA salaries, it is still a significant paycheck for a first-year player in a league that struggles financially. Critics argue that Reese is ignoring the economic reality of the WNBA, which has never turned a profit and is heavily subsidized by the NBA. While her frustration is understandable, her comments come off as dismissive of her own financial privilege. Instead of acting like the league owes her a massive paycheck, She could focus on growing her brand and improving her game to increase her marketability. Many players supplement their WNBA income through endorsements, overseas contracts, and sponsorships, something Reese, with her large following, could easily capitalize on.
Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Let me do the math real quick.
He might cover that.
Adam Sosnick sarcastically supports Angel Reese's right to strike, comparing it to past lockouts in major sports leagues like the NBA, NFL, and MLB. However, he highlights a key difference. Those leagues were generating billions in revenue when their players walked out, while the WNBA is still struggling financially. Sosnick suggests that Reese is acting as if the WNBA is on the same level as these other leagues, when in reality, the league relies on subsidies to survive. If WNBA players were to strike, it wouldn't cripple the league financially. It would likely push it further into collapse. The harsh truth is that striking for higher wages only works when the employer has the financial means to meet those demands. Without a drastic increase in revenue, the WNBA simply cannot afford to significantly raise salaries, making Reese's demands seem out of touch with economic reality.
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time.
No one
the
knows.
NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987.
Adam Sosnick delivers a brutal reality check, pointing out that the WNBA has operated at a financial loss every year since its inception in 1997. Despite decades of investment, the league continues to struggle with viewership, attendance, and revenue. Sosnick even goes as far as calling the WNBA a zombie company, surviving only because of NBA subsidies. If Angel Reese and other players believe they deserve higher salaries, they first need to address the league's inability to generate profits. Striking would only further highlight the WNBA's dependence on external funding rather than solving the core issue. Reese's comments may ignite conversation about the pay gap, but unless the league can significantly increase viewership, sponsorships, and ticket sales, the reality is that higher salaries are not financially feasible. Instead of demanding more money, WNBA players should focus on growing the league's popularity to create a sustainable future.
Alleged $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized.
The Angel Reese debate continues to stir controversy, but one thing is clear. WNBA's salaries won't magically increase without higher revenue and profitability. Is she making a fair argument, or is she missing the bigger picture? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you love NBA and WNBA drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from NBA Showdown.